In Consumer Corner, we take a look at trends and products creating a buzz here in China. On today's show, we'll discuss why charging for applications like WeChat may have some unintended consequences. In the past, the only way for people to communicate through typing using their mobile phone was to send text messages, where the user is charged 1 cent per each character. However, the upsurge in WeChat users has totally altered the way people use text and make phone calls. Now, many people can use WeChat to send messages instead of sending traditional text, and the function of voice message has also taken the place of the traditional phone call. Owing to its convenience and ease of use, WeChat has become the first choice for many who often use mobile phones to communicate. WeChat is a text app invented by the Tencent company January 21st of 2011. WeChat is free, however, if users are currently in a Wi-Fi barren zone, the data flow online will be charged by a cyber carrier. Due to its powerful compatibility among Android, Symbian, and iOS, as well as the communication function, 4 billion people have already become loyal users of WeChat, and the numbers are still steadily on the rise. However, a debate about whether WeChat should start to charge for its services has aroused much concern from WeChat users. This heated debate was actually born out of battles between China Mobile and Tencent. Representatives of China Mobile believed that from the perspective of market economic laws and from the increasingly overwhelmed status quo of telecom operators and so on, that it only makes fiscal sense for OTT, on the top enterprises, to charge for their services. It's crystal clear that the basic construction of the telecom network is comprised largely of capital investors, long collecting cycles, and costly OM, operations and maintenance. The 3 telecom operators in China have to spend over $16 billion annually to maintain its function. But enterprises like Tencent do not need to build the network themselves. Such companies subsist by using the slim data flow to keep online as long as possible strategy, which means that lots of valuable wireless network signaling resources have been largely occupied, causing congestion enough to even block the Chinese telecom network. An insider of the telecom operator revealed that so far, the mobile instant messaging products have only occupied 10% of data flow. However, more than 60% of signal resources have been directed towards them, while all the governments and banks' dedicated bandwidth only accounts for about 15% of all network resources. Moreover, OTT enterprises have proven their staying power and certainly capable of paying for their own internet space. According to the 2012 full-year earnings published by Tencent on March 20th, the retained profits of Tencent reached $17 billion. However, the retained profits of China Unicom in 2012 were only under $12 billion. By doing a very simple calculation, we can come to the conclusion that the China Unicom company will earn more than $38 billion by charging every user 7 cents, which would be exponentially higher than the profits that China Unicom now earns. From the perspectives above, it seems reasonable to charge for OTT enterprises. But can the OTT enterprises charge for the apps that they provide themselves? Professor Qin-Jin Chao believes that fear over charging lacks any scientific support. In fact, research suggests that the quality of products will continue to improve if the products come at a cost. Besides, after continuing to improve the product's quality, it only stands to reason that the quantity of users will remain stable. In that case, what's the big deal with charging? However, the opinions of experts seem to fail to convince the users. One netizen, speaking in response to Hong Yu-hei, posted, "Frankly speaking, if the OTT apps indeed occupy over 60% of signal resources, does that mean that the existing telecom network system has been left far behind the needs of current development? Why don't the experts focus on promoting the network system and improving the ability of technology innovation? Besides, apps like Amazon and Apple have a built-in cloud service. Does that mean apps like iMessage should be charged too?" Celebrity Li Kai-fu even posted his opinion on his microblog, quote, "To follow the experts and telecom operators' logic, it stands to reason that since post offices charge for mail, email should also follow suit. Since the paper documents also come with charges, the same should apply to microblogs. The different price policies among the apps are harming the users and slowing the development of the industry. Please do not make up the gap fees by collecting a charge from users for free apps, just because some company may be affected." China is in a very important period of development and in desperate need of a good industrial and ecological environment. In an effort to find a win-win solution, it appears that sharing the mutual benefits would be a better option than trying to battle it out over the spoils.